business management. Now, it's clear that everybody's read books, articles about business management, but I want to share a bit on what I've learned practically so when it comes to business management. There are a few important things which I think are quite important when it comes to business management. The first one being the approach you take to management. A lot of us watch a lot of movies, a lot of series that show us that managers, that's the big boss. He's dressed well, he orders things and things are done, he says things and things are done. That's what he does. And when you get to a management position, or when you're managing your own business or running your own business, and that's what I'm truly speaking to, you realize it's not quite the same as the picture that's been painted out. It's very different. The first thing that I can say about management, or the first thing that I learned about management, and this was the most exciting thing, at the same time most challenging thing about me, is that you have power, and that power you use to build a reputation for yourself that will last forever. And that's the first and most important thing, because remember, as a manager, you want to make sure that the systems and the things that you put in place will make the business run efficiently when you're there or when you're not there. Different characters demand different sets of management skills. And I think the first thing as a manager that you need to look at is, who are the people that you're managing? At the heart of management, it's about the people. Before the money, before everything, it's about the people. Which are the type of people which you're managing? It's very important. When you look at the type of people you're managing and you look at what approach you're going to use to manage those people, think about them first before you think about the approach. It's important that you analyze what method will work well for this type of person. What was this person doing before they started working for me or with me? Why did this person decide to do what they're doing? It's very, very important. If you can get those questions answered first, then management becomes much simpler. Managing somebody else becomes very, very simple when you understand those questions yourself. It's important as a manager that you need to balance your power, balance what you're doing, not to be too authoritative, not to be under authoritative, not to be too commanding, not to be under commanding, not to be irritating, not to be. It's important that you balance your duty in all that. The first bit of advice that I can say is relate to the person who you're managing to as a human being first. Before relating to them as a boss, relate to them as a human being first, as a person who can relate to what they go through. It's important. That allows the person you're managing to see or to trust that you as a person have got their interest at heart as well. Once you've done that, another piece of advice that I give to you is the fact that you need to get a clear understanding of what are the goals or what you're trying to build to that person. You can't manage somebody who doesn't know what you're trying to build, who doesn't understand what you're trying to do. Because whatever you do, whatever you say to them comes in bits and pieces which to them does not make any sense. But to you, the person managing that system, it makes perfect sense because you know what you're trying to build. So it's important for you to understand that they need to understand your vision. They need to understand where you're going, what you're trying to do with whatever task you're giving them. Another important thing about management is the fact that you need to be able to give them a task, allow them to do it. Well, firstly, do it with them, allow them to do it on their own, and move to a stage where you give them the task and only expect them to deliver. That's the end of management, where you're able to build a team where you can give any task to and expect them to deliver without you even getting involved. As a business person, you want to get to the stage where you own multiple businesses, where you're running multiple businesses or running a big business, even if it's one business, where you're not watching each person and checking what they're doing, where they understand the task given to them, they do it excellently and they deliver. And that all happens through the process that you take in management. You guide them through the first steps, you take it from there onto the next step, but through all that, you sort of mentor them to become what you need them to become in your company. Most of the time, the CEO, the guy who started the company, the founder, you and I, we're the ones who know exactly what we want from our company. And it's up to us to mentor the people that we work with, or people who work for us, to deliver those things that we're looking for. Because we don't do it, they themselves won't know what the end result is. And they won't be as ambitious to work on the project as you want them to work on. At the heart of management, it's about the people you're working with. It's about understanding how to make them more driven for what you need to get out of them. It's about understanding the character of person that they are and giving them the task that will best suit them in their character space. At the heart of management, it's about people. That's all it's about. People. Understanding people. Once you understand someone, you're able to manage much better. Much better.